Fed for?
Get started by sending an email to sales@randyradio.com.
That's sales@randyradio.com.
The Miller Media Group is an equal opportunity employer.
You're from the Central Illinois, WHOW.
Top of the morning. Thanks for being with us. I'm your host today, Seth Lawrence. The WHW Morning Show streams to Facebook and YouTube, brought to you by Peterson Insurance, your Pekin Insurance agent in Clinton. My guest in this segment of the morning show is Jerry Johnson. He's the executive director of the Decatur Area Arts Council. Good morning, Jerry. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Doing good. Thanks for asking. Thanks for making time for us as always. Appreciate you joining the program here for today. And Jerry, off the top, I know that last Friday we saw some inclement weather roll through. And so with that, it led the Arts Council to postpone a monthly First Friday event to basically this Friday. So tell us what's going on here.
Yeah, every month we have a different exhibit in our gallery, and we host what we call the First Friday Gallery Walk. It is us, along with our neighboring galleries in downtown Decatur, the Blue Connection, which is in our building, along with Gallery 510 around the corner, and a group of artists down the street called Art Market. And we had plans to host the First Friday Gallery Walk last Friday from 5 to 7. It's a free event. And the weather kind of pushed us off that date, so we postponed it until this Friday. The reason we felt that was important was because our artists who are represented in the gallery are from Springfield. Our gallery artwork this month, in the month of March, is the Sangamon Watercolor Society has offered up a wide range of artwork exhibited in our gallery. So we'll be back on track this Friday for our First Friday Gallery Walk. You can see watercolors meet the artists here in our Ann Lloyd Gallery from 5 to 7. And then there'll also be some kids' art up on our third floor, artwork created at the Children's Museum of Illinois here in Decatur by kids that will be on display on our third floor that evening as well.
Mm-hmm. Now, Jerry, it's been a while since we've really kind of had the chance to highlight what a First Friday event is all about. You and I catch up on the first Thursday typically, which does not often have the first Friday following it. So what's a First Friday event like? If folks want to come out for this, maybe for the first time on Friday evening, what's this event like?
It's just a casual evening, like I said, from 5 to 7. You can come to the Arts Council's building and view artwork in our Ann Lloyd Gallery. We usually have some light refreshments, little snack and little drink. We try to have some live music playing in the gallery as well, just to keep people entertained as they socialize and meet the artists and enjoy the artwork. And then we're not the only one that's open. Gallery 510, our arts partners here in downtown Decatur, is around the corner, and they're open. They have their own unique artwork and featured artists. And the Blue Connection, which is a Millikan student-run gallery, is in our building. They have their own gallery there, and they have their own unique artists and featured artists. And then down the street, we have a group of sort of an artist collective from local artists here in Decatur, the Decatur area. They call themselves Art Market. They're in the old, what we call the Citizens Building in downtown Decatur, and they'll have things going on down there as well during those hours on the first Friday of each month.
All right, very good. And again, check out the Sangamon Watercolor Society. They'll be there until the 23rd of March here for this month. And as Jerry mentioned, that First Friday event moved to this Friday after last week's inclement weather. Anything else on that exhibit, Jerry? I'm sure you've had a chance to check out some of those things. Anything catching your eye in the watercolors?
Yeah, there are a couple of my favorites. There's I'm kind of a fan of watercolors. To do watercolor is hard because it's very unforgiving. And when you see somebody do it well and you see one of their pieces, it's really impressive. There's one particular piece that's a dog or a wolf. I'm not quite sure, but that's one that really appeals to me. And then there's another of a flock of sheep all huddled together in the snow that, again, is one of my favorites in this particular exhibit.
Very good. So again, check it out. And Jerry, let's dive into an event coming up on Saturday. The plant hanger. Is it macrame? Macrame? What? I apologize. I'm going to butcher that. Macrame. What is plant hanger macrame?
Right. Macrame is a craft where you take various sort of thicknesses and textures of cord, and you weave them into different shapes to make decorative wall hangings. And in this case, you can make your own plant hanger, macrame plant hanger. So it's for ages 8 and up. Younger people, we like to have them have an adult to help them along. But it's a fun basic knots of macrame to create this wall hanging. We still have some room in that class. It is this Saturday from 10:30 to 1. If you want to sign up, you can go to our website, decaturarts.org. Children of the 70s would remember macrame because I did it when I was like in junior high school, making just this dangly keychain that would hang out of your pocket because everybody thought those were cool back in the 70s. And it's something that kind of ebbs and flows in terms of its popularity over time.
Very good. So that is from 10:30 to 1. Is it too late to get signed up for that, or do you need signups for that, Jerry?
We still have some room. If people want to sign up, we prefer they sign up in advance. We discourage walk-ins because we need to know how many people are going to be there so we can have enough supplies, et cetera, et cetera. So sign up today if you can. A couple more days are open for sign up. So just go to our website, decaturarts.org.
Very good. Jerry, let's dive into the midday music concert. That is coming up on Wednesday, March the 22nd. Still some time, but let's talk about this. How about that?
Yeah, Midday Music is a series of mini concerts that we host in our gallery in conjunction with the Millikan University School of Music faculty. Over the course of the school year, Millikan faculty have the opportunity to perform what they call a faculty recital. And they get to choose some of their favorite music that may not otherwise get to perform publicly and put on a concert there on campus at Millikan University. There's one coming up there at the end of March. And in advance of that, on the Wednesday that precedes that Sunday, they do a little mini concert here at the Arts Council to give people a taste of what they might hear at the full-blown concert. And on March 22nd, it's a Wednesday. These are always on Wednesday at lunchtime, 12:15. You can bring a lunch or just something to drink and enjoy the music being performed by 3 Millikan faculty members. One will be playing violin, another viola, and another cello, and they'll be performing contemporary works for string trios. They call it trios for today.
Very good. Very good. So put that on the calendar. Now, with that, Jerry, you try to promote that folks can bring their lunch and that sort of thing. Just a kind of relaxing lunch atmosphere, it sounds like.
Yeah, and we occasionally have somebody who's sort of brave enough to say, you know what, I'm taking my lunch, but others feel a little awkward bringing a sandwich in. But we certainly invite that and welcome it. So if you want to stop off, if you brown bag it, bring your brown bag. If you want to stop off somewhere and grab something, do just that. The last couple of midday musics we've hosted have had as many as 30 or 40 people attend. So they're growing in popularity.
Very good. Again, Jerry Johnson, Executive Director of the Decatur Area Arts Council, our guest here on the phone for this morning. The complete works of William Shakespeare, abridged and revised. Jerry, this is coming up later in March. I know you really want to hammer this one home. How about this event?
It's just a wacky comedy with 3 guys that includes myself and my 2 buddies, Jason Albright and Josh Soa. And it's 3 guys who try to perform all 37 Shakespeare plays in less than 2 hours. And it's you don't have to have any knowledge of Shakespeare whatsoever, but it helps in terms of getting a few of the jokes. But it's just such a wacky, crazy show that you don't need to know Shakespeare. So we're going to be performing that show on the 3rd floor of our building down here in downtown Decatur. We call it the 3rd floor loft, and that is on March 24th and 25th at 7:30 p.m. showtime. Show's about between 90 minutes and 2 hours long with a brief intermission. So it's going to be a lot of fun. We're having a lot of fun rehearsing it, and I can tell you that you're going to laugh whether you know Shakespeare or not.
Man, how do you condense 37 plays into 2 hours, Jerry? I'm just like perplexed by this. How do you do this?
Well, that's what these 3 guys who we play 3 different characters, even though we're playing ourselves, have tried to figure out. And they start off by performing a couple, and they realize we're going to have to make this go faster. And so they come up with ways to sort of mash up many of the plays into about 5 minutes or 10 minutes, and where they just touch on each of them a little bit, so they can get credit for at least presenting that particular play in just a sentence.
Yeah. When did you start putting this together?
Well, we've been rehearsing for about a month, I would say. That this show actually was originally written about 35 years ago, but the original authors have updated it several times because there are so many contemporary jokes in the play that you want to make sure that it's topical for the people who are in the room. There you go. Very good. Well, again, Jerry, where do folks get tickets for this? Is there a deadline to get tickets? How about that? You can get tickets at our website, decaturarts.org. Just find the banner for Complete Works of William Shakespeare, or you can buy tickets at the door. That's certainly okay. We like to, when anybody hosts an event, they like to know that they're going to have an audience. Right. So we prefer people ordering them ahead of time. And again, the when and where, Jerry? It is Friday or Saturday, March 24th and 25th at 7:30 p.m. down here in downtown Decatur at the Madden Arts Center on the 3rd floor, and you can get tickets at decaturarts.org. Very good. Well, before we go to break, Jerry, let's offer one more event coming up in the month of March, The Loft, and its 1-year anniversary, Friday, March 31st. What's this about? Well, we call our 3rd floor space the Loft mainly because a local musician, Bron Sheets, has created this series of musical events where he invites local musicians who play original music to come and perform on our 3rd floor on a Friday, usually a Friday evening. So on Friday, March 31st at 7 p.m. in the Loft, again at the 3rd floor of the Arts Council, we're going to have the Matt Carter Band, Fireside Relics, and the Bessers. 3 different musical acts will be performing over the course of that evening. It's a free event, but they certainly accept donations of $10 is the recommended donation to help pay for the sound and cover some expenses for the bands. And it's also a BYOB event. So if you just want to bring something along to drink, you're certainly welcome to do that. Very good. Excuse me, Jerry. Very good. Again, the when and where on that is March 31st, 7 p.m. No advance tickets are required. Just come on down and enjoy the Loft's 1-year anniversary here at the Decatur Area Arts Council. Fantastic. Jerry, again, where do folks go to learn about all things Decatur Area Arts Council? Best thing to do is go to our website, decaturarts.org, or follow us on Facebook, also Decatur Arts on Facebook. That is Jerry Johnson, Executive Director of the Decatur Area Arts Council, my guest on the phone here for this morning. More to come with Jerry coming your way on the WHOW Morning Show.
WHOW.
Let's check the markets now on the RFD Radio Network. I'm Jim Taylor. Corn steady, beans lower, wheat trading mostly higher. March corn 6.45 3/4 up 1 1/4. May corn unchanged 6.37. July corn down half a penny 6.25. March beans down a dime 15.31. May beans down 8 1/2 15.20 1/2. July beans 15.09 1/4 down 7 1/2. May Chicago wheat up 3 3/4, 6.99. July wheat up 3 1/4, 7.06 3/4. May bean meal 4.94.30 up 90 cents. May bean oil 59.04 down $1.41. Livestock market. March feeders 192.02 down a nickel. April live cattle down 15 cents 165.95. April lean hogs 83.45 down 2 cents. Energy market. April crude oil 79.51. Down 95 cents. Jim Taylor, RFD Radio Network.
MR Systems Wireless is your local internet provider for Clinton and surrounding area. They have the products you want and the local service you deserve. MR Systems Wireless Internet service for home or business includes unlimited data, unlimited streaming, and unlimited calling. Plans start at just $48 a month and get a free Roku 4 lease with our media packages. Get the speed you need with MR Systems Wireless. Call them at 935-2100. That's 935-2100 for MR Systems Wireless.
Spring has arrived here at Love It Once More Thrift Store in Clinton, and we're putting out spring clothes. So to celebrate, all women's shirts are 10% off. So come in and spruce up your wardrobe. This is Connie reminding you to check us out on Facebook or doitdailynews.com.
This is Ryan Utterback with Utterback Real Estate. I'm ready for a jump start.
Man, I forgot my jumper cables.
No, I'm ready to help clients jump on a new home.
But what if they fall off?
And that's why you're the other Ryan.
Get a jump on the new year by clicking the Utterback Real Estate icon at DeWittDailyNews.com.
Your friend in Central Illinois, WHOW.
Once again, a good morning. Thanks for being with us. I'm your host today, Seth Lawrence. The WHW Morning Show streams to Facebook and YouTube. It's brought to you by Peterson Insurance, your Pekin Insurance agent in Clinton. Jerry Johnson is the executive director of the Decatur Area Arts Council, our guest on the phone today. And Jerry, let's talk about March arts classes. And I know that this started last week, but I didn't know if there was a chance for folks to get in on it. The acrylic painting series. How about this series?
Well, that series is actually full. It did start
That's
last
good to hear.
week, and it runs through April 6th. So you would have already missed the first of the 4 classes that the current people who have signed up will enjoy.
Sure.
But we do have a class coming up this Thursday that's painting related as well. It's intuitive abstract painting. And it's not quite full. We still have a few spaces for that. It's from 6 to 8 p.m. on Thursday, the 9th. And it's primarily focused or intended for adults. So you can sign up at our website, decaturarts.org, and learn about various art principles, design elements, acrylic paint, and printing techniques to create something of your own, of an abstract painting, just to kind of get a feel for the medium. So it doesn't have to look like something specific, just you're using design and color to create something.
Sure. And again, on March the 18th, an abstract scraper paintings. What's abstract scraper paintings, Jerry?
That's kind of a variation on the intuitive abstract, only you use different techniques and different materials. They are basically using the metal tool that you use to scrape paint if you make mistakes when you're doing paintings, but a lot of artists like to use that instead of brushes to lay the paint down on canvas or paper. So that's what they'll be using to apply paint to large, thick paper, layer oil pastels on with a variety of techniques and textures.
Mm-hmm.
And you'll learn again about color theory and basic elements and things like that. So
yeah,
it's an educational process in addition to a fun creative process.
Cool. Are there opportunity or like openings in those 2 classes yet still?
We still have a few spaces open for that as well. Yep.
Good deal. Very good. So I'm going to butcher this one. April 1st, Jerry, and maybe this is an April Fool's joke, probably not, but is it Pasenki Egg Workshop?
That's correct.
Sweet.
Pasenki Egg Workshop. It is a technique that comes out of Eastern Europe where you use wax resist on an egg and then you dye different parts of the egg until you've created this multicolor design on your egg. It's a way of decorating, I guess, at this time of year, Easter eggs.
Okay.
And it's a really popular technique. You'll see it, most arts organizations offer something like this at this time of the year. That one is almost full because it is so much fun and people really enjoy doing it. So that's April 1st from 10:30 a.m. until noon. That's a Saturday, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
So people want to get in on that, they need to sign up right away.
Now, do your folks lead these, or and just the classes in general? Do your folks lead these? Do you bring folks in with the expertise in these areas? How does that work?
We have 2 or 3 artists who do most of our instruction, and occasionally we have someone come in. Connie and Jennifer do a lot of our instruction, and then we have another gal, Jenny, who has taught a lot of classes here. She used to work here at the Arts Council. Now she simply teaches classes for us as just for fun and to help us out. And then also the macrame class is very specific. So we have a woman named Pam Larrick who comes in and teaches that one very specifically.
Mm-hmm.
But we're always open to people who may have an interest in a particular art form and might want to teach that. Contact us, and we can create a class around you and your art form.
Mm-hmm. Jerry, are you finding you're getting more interest in your classes? As you know, like I know I asked you this in the break, but as folks kind of get back to a normal routine and more comfortable being out and about, are you seeing more, not more interest, but maybe interest that was there prior to COVID? How about that?
Yes, it is coming back. We're pretty happy with our March classes. Most of them are getting very close to full, and then our April classes are starting to. People are starting to roll in those as well. So we're pretty pleased with this spring lineup of classes.
Very good. Jerry, I'll tell you what, as we wrap up here for this morning, I know beyond March and into April and May, there's some good things coming up there as well. Talk to me a little bit about what April and May has in terms of just special events. How about those things?
Sure. Of course, we'll have different exhibits in our gallery in April and in May. So that you can keep an eye on our website for those. But we're really excited about our fundraiser coming up in May 13th. That's a Saturday here in downtown Decatur, the Decatur Craft Beer Festival. The last couple of years, we have partnered with the Decatur Parks Foundation to offer up the Devon on Tap down at Nelson Park. But they have stepped away from the event, and it's now solely an event for the benefit of the Decatur Area Arts Council as a fundraiser. So we decided to bring it back downtown. It's going to be in Central Park. We're going to have craft beer from a variety of brewers all over Central Illinois, along with other craft beers that are hard to find. We'll have some tents set up for visual artists. We'll have live music performing and food trucks and a yard game. So it's going to be a great day.
Very good. Well, Jerry, a lot of things happening at the Decatur Area Arts Council as we get into the spring of things. How about just where folks go to keep up with all of the events? I know you send out a monthly newsletter highlighting these things as well. How do folks get signed up for that? And again, where do they keep track of everything?
You can go to our website to find out what's going on, and on our website you can sign up to receive our monthly electronic newsletter, an email, if you'd like to do that, or follow us on Facebook or Instagram at Decatur Arts on both of those platforms. That's all you need to remember online to keep track of what's going on with us is Decatur Arts, our website, Facebook, and Instagram.
Jerry, always good to talk to you, sir. Thanks for making time for us. Jerry Johnson, Executive Director of the Decatur Area Arts Council, my guest on the phone. The morning show streams to Facebook and YouTube, brought to you by Peterson Insurance, your Beacon Insurance agent in Clinton.
WHOW.
The Big 1520 WHOW